Hi, it's Jen from Not So Mystical Tarot. This is going to be your reading for career, money, and finance for Sun, Moon, or Rising sign of Cancer for October 2019. If you hear snoring, that is my dog, Annabelle. She is on the floor in here, and she will not leave. If I put her outside the door, she makes a scene. So you may hear some snoring. I apologize. Anyway, you can find me online at Not So Mystical Tarot on Instagram or notsomysticaltarot.com if you would like a personal or a private reading. Otherwise, we're just going to get started now. I'll try to put that in the description and in the pinned comment so that you can find that information. So we want career, money, finance for Cancer, October 2019. Oh, I love that. The Magician. All right. And what do we have with the Magician and Judgment? Okay. It looks here like you have an awful lot of things available to you. The Magician has every element in the whole universe available in an infinite amount. So I think that one thing that we want to say here is that you really need to look around you. I think everything you need is either within you or right in your realm. You just have to go and get it. It's not going to be delivered to your doorstep, but you have it within you and you have it without you. You have it right in your own area. Now, the other thing with Judgment here I see is that sometimes when it comes to career, money, finance, we have made certain decisions as the years have gone on with our career, our finances, or whatever. And sometimes it's like that thing where you say you got to bring it to judgment. Sometimes it's been brought to judgment, and you just got to pay your dues. And I think that's kind of what's going on here is that you have to pay your dues. You have to finish up and clean up whatever it is that went on before. But the one thing that you do want to remember is that it's over and done with. So whatever mistakes you've made in the past, you do not need to take them into this bright future with you. Okay, because it looks like you have a very bright future and a lot of opportunities coming. So the old junk that went on before, it's over and done. Let it go. You have the Six of Wands, victory. So I really feel like you'll be able to let go of whatever doesn't serve you in these things that you can do nothing about, and you'll be able to take a deep breath, kind of turn around and be able to move forward and be very victorious in that. So when it comes to like your finances, if you made a poor financial decision, you will be able to not only accept it, but rectify it and take care of it and be done with it, like move on from it. And same thing with your work, your career. If you have made a decision in your career that you're like, I don't know why I was thinking that, the opportunities are abundant for you to make a different decision. You also have the Eight of Pentacles coming up. This is the thing. Your hard work is going to see you through this entire thing. Working really hard, and if you'll notice, like he looks really content. Kind of being content in where you are and working really hard to build up your reserves is going to make all the difference when it comes to your next step. I feel like you're on the edge of a next step, whether it's getting more education for your career, whether it's researching some things about your finances, maybe making some different decisions. Even with that Eight of Pentacles, it could even be like, hey, for the next year, I'm going to take a second job and I'm going to pay off some things. You're going to make some major strides. I really feel like you're at that point where you're like, okay, I need to do something to, what do I want to say? To like up my prospects for being successful. Like you want to like stack your team, you know what I mean? Like, and you have that ability right now to do these things. Like I said, you may need to get more education for your work. You may need to do something along those lines. There could be, continuing ed courses or college courses, but there's something that you need to do to like up your marketability. And I see that you are going to be able to do that. Or if you're trying to pay off that, it may be like, you know what, for the next 3 months to the end of the year, I'm going to take this second job, and it's going to suck, but I'm going to do it with a smile on my face because I know I'm going to pay off a bunch of stuff, by the end of the year, whatever it is. Let's see what else we get. King of Cups. This is personal. It's personal, and that happens. This is happening so much in these readings for this month that our finances and our career and all of our money stuff is very wrapped up in some personal issues. So it may be time to do a little bit of personal work as well to help us excel in our career work. Okay. Yeah, and this Five of Cups is coming up too. Yes, it is a sacrifice. You can't have it all. Unfortunately, if you are putting all your effort into one thing, there's something that suffers. But you know what? Sometimes it's okay to let, like, these 3 cups are spilled out, and that's just the way it is. But don't focus on what was wrong or the decisions that you made that weren't good or the the time that you didn't spend with your family because you were working that second job. Focus here on the 2 cups that you do have. And that's so often for people that have families, children, whatever, male or female, when you're working a lot and you're working on bettering yourself so that you can provide more, or you're working on your finances so that you can give your family more. Oftentimes you don't, your family life can suffer because you're not there, and then you experience so much guilt about it. So this is often a card of guilt, and I just think we can't focus on what didn't go well. We have to focus on what does go well. And here you have the 3 of Cups. And the 3 of Cups, I always say this is your tribe. So you have a very good support system in place, and this could be people at your work. It could be family members. You got one flipped here. I mean, it could be all different things, but you do have some people that you are close to. You can bounce ideas off of, and it's really important to make use of that. You also have this 10 of Swords. Yeah, so whatever mistake you made, this is super disappointing. It's a really bad time, and I feel like you're not going to be able to move forward until you stop focusing on this. You need to accept this. Whatever this was, it was not a great choice. Or you might have just gotten the crappy end of the stick. Sometimes that just happens. You just get the crappy end of the stick. Either way, it is time to stop focusing there, and you're going to want to move past that, okay? This can be swords that you're sticking in your own back because you're like, oh my gosh, I didn't spend enough time with my kids because I was working. Well, you were working for a reason, to better your care for your family. So really just take a deep breath. Work on what you have to work on for you, and know that it will all sort out in the end. I really do feel like that. It is a very emotional month when it comes to our finances. Readings are really weird this month. So anyway, I will let you go. Thank you so much for watching.